Okay, this is going to be my sixth attempt at making this video. Last five were failures. A couple of them were too long, and a couple of them kind of went off the rails. So I'm going to try to keep it on topic as much as possible. And the topic I want to talk about is just being exhausted all the time. And it seems to be a very common thing amongst autistic people, and I'm going to try to explain what causes the exhaustion. And I don't know if there's a fix or anything that will make it better, but here goes. So basically, my brain is running 24/7. It's from the moment my eyes open until the moment my eyes open again. It's just on constantly, and it's I can't get it to stop. I don't know how. I've tried medication. I don't want to live on medication. I don't necessarily like the way they make me feel. They cause a lot of grogginess in the morning when you wake up, and I don't want to live that life of being on benzodiazepines all the time, and I don't want that. And I've tried things like listening to white noise and things like that. That helps because it kind of drowns out some of the background noise that's going on. I try to keep my room as quiet as possible when I'm going to sleep, so just have one noise source, so that I don't have other things to focus on. Typically, when I'm in the hotel, I like to have the air conditioning fan run constant, so that it's not on off, which wakes me up, and then of course breaks any kind of REM cycle I might have been having. So anyway, so the source of the exhaustion. Basically, I am constantly inundated by stimuli from every possible direction around me. And this is the way I was describing it before. You go to a restaurant and you sit down, and the waiter or the server, they sit you down, they get your drink orders, they leave to go get your drinks, whatever. And they give you the menu to look at. Okay, I've got the menu to look at. Now there's one source, right? Now over here is a family of mom, dad, 2 kids and a baby. The baby's crying, won't stop crying. That's all I can hear is the baby crying. And it's like nails on a chalkboard for me when the baby's screaming and crying. It doesn't stop. It makes it very hard for me to focus. Johnny's complaining because he wanted apple juice but he got water instead, and he can't deal with that. And little Susie wanted hot dogs, and they brought her a hamburger. Somebody messed up and brought her a hamburger. She's having a fit because she has a hamburger, and that's all you can hear. And mom and dad are trying to placate their kids instead of telling them to just be quiet and deal with it, whatever. Okay, that's going on. So, and over here, there's this elderly couple. They're having like their 50th wedding anniversary, whatever's going on. They're very happy. You can kind of hear their little stories going on, whatever. And right across from me is like a birthday party or something like that, and there's this whole group of people, and there's all this noise going on, and they're singing happy birthday and blah blah blah, and the servers are coming out and they're putting the hat on someone's head and they're singing their silly happy birthday songs, whatever. Behind me, because somebody decided to be a jerk, put me close to the kitchen, I'm hearing all the clinking, crashing, clanging, whatever. The chef is yelling at people, whatever. All this noise is going on constantly, and that's the interior of my brain all the time. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I could be watching TV, that's going on. I could be in a corner by myself, not by anybody. I'm hearing all of these things around me, and I cannot. It's very, very difficult to filter out all of those things, and or to try to focus on one thing. Or it's hard. It's just difficult. I know a lot of people could just block it out, and there are certain sounds and certain noises that I can dismiss, but some things are I just can't, and it makes it really hard when I'm hearing conversation and something piques my interest of what somebody's saying. I'm not trying to listen, but I'm listening, and I don't want to be rude and interject into their conversation, even though I want to. I can't because that's rude, so I have to keep that to myself. So there's that. That's part of it. It's like, and then all the stimulus. This is what it's like. The analogy that I came up with was, it's like your bathroom sink. Okay, you turn both faucets on to get hot and cold, to get water, to run water for whatever reason, and it's filling and filling and filling, and then you have the little overflow hole to prevent it from overflowing. Well, that's filled up too. So now, because the drain can't compensate for the amount of water coming in, the water's is overflowing onto the floor. So now you get a towel and you put it down on the floor to catch the water that's overflowing. Well, now the towel very quickly becomes saturated because it can't compensate for the amount of water that's coming out, and you can't turn the faucet off. It will not turn off. It just won't turn off. So there's that, and that's what goes on in my brain all the time. And then let's go back to the dinner party that we had, right? So it's a group of us, friends, whatever. We're laughing, having a good time, blah blah blah. Okay, fine. It's time to go. I go. Now I'm by myself. Well, now I'm by myself. Now I'm analyzing everything that happened during that interaction. Did I say the wrong thing? Did I make the proper amount of eye contact? Did I make eye contact at all? Was I staring off into space, or did they think I was staring off into the space because I was trying to focus on them, which I've talked about before? Did I say the wrong thing? Did I talk too much? Did I not talk enough? Did I only talk about me? Did I engage in the conversation? I'm going over the entire interaction in my brain, and then along with that is every possible outcome or things that could have gone differently. Do I feel like I offended somebody? Do I when I see that person in the morning, do I feel like I need to apologize? It's this is what goes on in my head, and from what I've heard from other autistics that I've listened to their podcasts, whatever, it's the same thing. And I don't know what the solution is. I really don't. But it's just tiring. Because you think, oh, you're not really doing anything physically exhausting. You're not really moving your body or anything like that. No, but your brain working burns calories just like any other part of your body. So when your brain is just nonstop, constant, it's just on. There's no off switch, and every little bit of stimulus that comes into you makes it that much more difficult to deal with things. I've talked about this before, I think in my first video. In this room right here, right now, the air conditioner fan is running, which I want it to run because it helps. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 light sources that are on. Are they all? It's stimulus coming into me. This one corner is kind of dark because there isn't enough light over there. I'm seeing that and thinking, how can I make that brighter? Oh wait, this isn't really my room. Why should I care? But I do, and it's not. It seems like nonsense to me, and it probably seems like nonsense to other people. But my brain doesn't see it as nonsense. My brain wants to make order out of things, and I can't make order out of spaces that aren't mine. So I'm sorry, I'm going off topic. Okay, so now I lay down to go to sleep. Right, I lay down to go to sleep. I have my nighttime ritual that I kind of have created. I probably need to make a better one. I may watch a little bit of TV, something mind-numbingly boring, or not too mentally engaging, because now my brain's going to want to watch what's going on, right? Or if it's a documentary and there's multiple parts, I want to see the whole entire thing. So now I have to watch something that's one episode contained, so I can shut the TV off and then I'm done. And then I'll put something on my phone, some kind of white noise, or I found I can't remember what it's called, but it's bioneural something or other. Anyway, it's relaxing because there's no pattern to the sound, so I can't anticipate what's coming, which is actually good for me because I don't have I don't know how to describe it. There's nothing for me. My brain's not looking for a pattern because there's not one there. So my brain isn't as active, if that makes any sense at all. It's just, I know it's just some musical noise going on that there's no rhyme or reason to it. There's no words to it. It's just, just noise. And it's very relaxing and very soothing, very calming, and that helps. But I lay down, I turn that on, and God help me if I have a stray thought. Because if I have a stray thought, my brain's going to start running off into a tangent, or 10 or 20 or 30, and I'll be laying there with my eyes closed in a mostly comfortable position, but my brain is running like that faucet in the sink. And then I can kind of get some sleep. I try to get some sleep, maybe a couple hours. Hopefully I go into REM sleep and have a dream or two, and then I know I've got sleep if I had a dream. And then I wake up in the morning and I get up, I shower if I haven't showered already, do whatever I need to do in the bathroom, get my stuff all back together in my bags, and then I'm ready to go to work. And I sit down, and the second I close my eyes, I'm falling asleep because I'm just so tired, even from after all that. And I feel like I can't get a break at all with it. It makes me angry. It's extremely frustrating to walk around and I feel like a zombie 90% of the time. And I know some people probably don't understand why I'm so tired all the time, people that know me, but this is why. And I wish I had a solution. I don't know that I'll ever find one. I hope there's something out there that might make a difference. I try to get sunlight. I know people probably don't think that's true, but it is. I try, when I come to my hotel room, the first thing I do is open up all the windows. I turn all the lights on. I try to flood myself with light. Try to go outside, even if it's just to walk down the street to the store or the gas station or whatever it is. I don't always do it all the time. If it's cloudy outside or gloomy, I don't really want to be outside, or if it's too cold, but I try. And so that's that. This is why I'm tired all the time. I'm exhausted. I feel like I have no energy to do anything. And then I have to get up and pretend all day long to be someone I'm not, and mask and hide all the things that I want to say and want to do, but I can't because no one will like me. So, but there's the answer. This is why I'm just exhausted, physically, mentally exhausted, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And hopefully it can get better at some point, or I can find some way to make it better. But in the meantime, I just kind of have to deal with it and get through it. Thanks for listening. Hopefully I stayed on topic and maybe explained a few things and helped somebody to understand why I'm always saying I'm just tired and exhausted. But I'll still do it for you if you need me. So that's it.